Monday morning, early. I'm in traffic, heading back to the Tesla service center. My bumper came in, and they're going to put the bumper on today. It's a freshly painted, well, not freshly painted, but it's a fresh bumper from Tesla. It is factory painted, which is what I wanted. I didn't want them to paint my bumper to match. From what Nick told me on the phone, Tesla service, he said that some of the cars in the early VINs had some problems with adding extra pearl into the white. So adding too much pearl, which gave it more of a darker color, darker white, almost like an off-white, off-pearl white, I guess. And so it made it darker and discolored it a little bit. So Tesla's fix is either they'll paint the bumper if you want them to paint it, or they will replace it with a factory bumper, which is what I opted for. I think I'm going to wait there for it. He said it takes about 2 hours for the installation of the bumper and aligning it and everything, so I think I'm going to wait for it instead of driving home 45 minutes in a gas car and then going back tomorrow or this evening to go pick it up. It doesn't make sense to do that. Might as well just wait for it. And maybe they have a Performance Model 3 there. When I talked to them on Thursday, I think it was, and set up the appointment for Monday, they didn't have a Performance Model 3 in yet, but they're getting like 2 trucks a day or 1 or 2 trucks a day, so hopefully there's one on there. But the whole parking lot's full of Model 3s and Model S's. So I'm gonna film some stuff. I got time to kill there, and let's see what I can get into while I'm there. See what I can find out, any new information. So I'm almost to the Tesla dealership. I'm actually about 8 minutes late right now due to traffic, but I wanted to show you a couple shots from before. If you remember, the color of my bumper was off quite a bit, actually. There's a couple pictures of my bumper. You can see it's more, there is more pearl in there, especially when you look at it with the sunlight really low in the sky. Usually right when I wash it. I would show it to you right now, but I didn't wash it because I'm getting a new bumper. Why wash it? Let them wash it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get the new bumper on there to have it match quite a bit better, and that way you guys can stop commenting, hey, your bumper is a different color. I know. And it's getting fixed today, finally. I did procrastinate on this a little bit. I didn't bother them about it. I actually just told them about it a couple weeks ago when I brought the car in for service. So goodness, you have to go by the Tesla dealership and then loop back around. But oh my God, take a look at how many Model 3s there are here. Unbelievable. Let me flip the camera around. We're about to pull in. Holy fook. Look at all those cars. Unbelievable. I hope there's a performance one here, because I will find it if there is. We're about to pull in. Well, they don't have a Performance Model 3, but they have a shit ton of Model 3s. Do you like silver? A couple black ones, really nice white one, bunch of Model S's. Now this is a huge parking lot, and you can see tons of blue ones, got a bunch of red ones. Midnight gray, silver, sorry, midnight silver. Looks like they ship them without the hubcaps on. And we got some nice Model S's here. Bunch of white ones over there. They have them separated in colors. They have them segregated, that's kind of weird. If you ordered a Model 3 and you have your VIN number, your car is probably here in Charlotte. You know, obviously if you're taking delivery in Charlotte, of course. There is a ton of cars here. Man, this is awesome to see. I mean, just look at all those cars. These are all gonna be on the road soon. So if you're interested in Model 3, come down to Charlotte, schedule a test drive. They don't have a test drive Model 3 in yet, but they have one in the showroom, and they can show you a car. You could definitely drive a Model S, see how autopilot is, and then place your deposit. And even if you didn't put a reservation in, you'll get a car pretty quickly. But this is awesome. So I'm on my way back home from Tesla. They did not put my bumper on right now. They actually gave me a loaner car because they are swamped. So they were nice enough to give me a loaner car, and I'll go back tomorrow to pick up my car. They said I could have waited, but it would have been like 4 hours. They were completely swamped in there. I didn't want to wait. They didn't want me to wait that long either, and I didn't want to rush them either. Aligning a bumper is something that is not, super easy with all those sensors in there, and then they have to road test it to make sure there's no problems with the backup sensors or anything like that. So, I wanted them to take their time. Not a problem. I can come back tomorrow. But they were nice enough, since they didn't have many loaner cars. Usually you don't get a Model S if you're taking in your Model 3 here in Charlotte because there's not that many cars. It was actually the opposite this time. They actually had Tesla Model S loaners, but they were out of, I think they use Enterprise or Hertz. I think they use Hertz. They were out of those vehicles at the time, so instead of me waiting for one of those to come in and then all that stuff. So they gave me an 85, no P85. It was just an 85 with 56,000 miles on it. I believe it's a 2013. So he's going to text me when it's done, and I'll just go back tomorrow and pick up my car and check out the work. So I guess this will be continuation onto tomorrow. I'll pick this video up tomorrow from going to the dealership in this car.
Later on that same day.
Well, I'm on my way back to Tesla. My car is actually finished. It's still Monday, and that's why I'm wearing the same clothes. They called me, or they texted me and said at about 11:30 or so, and said my bumper was on. It was done, ready for me to pick up. They're open till 6. So I decided to head back there now. It's 2 o'clock. I dropped my daughter off at work, and I figured, well, why not drive back there, give this car back. Their policy is not to usually give Model S's to Model 3 owners, or when you drop off a Model 3, because I do have the Model S as well. I don't want to hold this car up for somebody that maybe traveled from out of state to get to there, and they have to head back, and their car is going to be in Charlotte for a couple days. They should get a Model S loaner car if they're traveling a long distance. So I don't want to hog this up and maybe cause someone some inconvenience or something like that. I'm not too far from the dealership, so it's easy enough for me to go back there and get my car. Plus, I'm excited to see the bumper. On my way back from Tesla service, picking up my car. So it's a second trip home today. The bumper looks great. I'm gonna pull off when I get home and take some pictures of it so you guys can see the right color bumper. Service was wonderful. They washed the car for me while I was there because being on their Wi-Fi or being plugged into the network, I do have an update available, so I'll be having that video as well, showing you what the update is. Should be at 2018.26. I had a thought while I was driving home that all those cars there, they didn't have a Performance Model 3, but there's going to be a Performance Model 3 soon, and there's also going to be an all-wheel drive soon. If you're in the Charlotte area and you watch this channel, well, you'd be hearing this if you did. If you're in the Charlotte area and you're getting an all-wheel drive or you're getting an all-wheel drive Performance, hit me up. I'd love to find a way where we can race the 3 of them, videotape it, private property or something like that we can actually do this and legally put the drone up in the air so we can follow them and get a bunch of cameras out and really see the difference between how fast the Performance is versus the all-wheel drive versus this car. And I'll even bring my 75D to see how fast the Performance is over top of the 75D, because those are really close in price. If you guys are interested, hit me up. We'll find a spot. We'll rent a track or something like that. We've done that before in the past. Link in the description for that video where we raced the 75D against an early build Model S and the gutted P100D. That was a fun day. It was freezing that day, so fun to do it while it's warm. We can enjoy the day. As you guys know, I like coming to the lake here. I live close to the lake, and I thought I'd show you the bumper, how good it looks in the sunlight with the water. As you can see, the bumper is the correct color now, thankfully. Like I said on the way down, a lot of that was to do with the extra pearl in some of the bumpers when they were painting them early VIN numbers. This is 11,000 plus VIN number. Thank you, Tesla, for fixing it and replacing the bumper instead of painting it. That way it goes through the same process as the car and looks amazing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. And I will see you on the next one.